Hi, in one of my last videos I was talking about saying nasty things to yourself and feeling bad about yourself. And yes, self-doubt, but I particularly wanted to talk about this in terms of, I think people talk about the social anxiety. Again, this term doesn't really fit me, uh, although the definition of being anxious sometimes in social situation fits me, it doesn't really feel right. What I wanted to say was that I blamed myself for not progressing in the workplace. I blame myself for not being able to express myself. Um, but I say, I don't know whether you're involved in the coaching world or if you know about personal development things, but in the personal development world, they talk about something called poor me. It's like, oh, poor me. Oh, I find this really hard and feel sorry for me. I, I didn't feel like that. I felt like I find this hard. Uh, that's just me. Next. Like, I just gave up. I didn't think, oh, this is something that's hard at the beginning and then you learn. Because everybody I was speaking to seemed fine with speaking and expressing themselves. So I just thought, it's just me. I'm shy. Or maybe it's because I'm sensitive. But I can't, I can't do that. I'm going to have to find a workaround. And I think I've mentioned this before. There's you work around, which is I can't put it into words, so I'll write more. I'll do more emails. Because I find it under pressure hard to speak, um, and I want to still get on with work, I'll get another qualification. And that was my favourite one, and it worked quite well. And you can get through the door, and you can get better jobs if you've got the qualifications. But at some point, you've still got to speak. And I'll tell you a story about speaking. I was working in a shoe shop and I was supposed to be a supervisor, but really was just a sales assistant on the shop floor at this shoe shop. And I had a couple of Saturday girls working for me. And the one day I said to this Saturday girl I was saying about, oh, I'm going to a social event. And she said, oh, what is it? And I said, oh, it's for Mensa. Now, you may not have heard of Mensa. In the UK, it tends to be quite well known. And Mensa is for people that have got a high IQ. And I'd done the test when I was 18 and I got into the organisation. And I was using the organisation for social things. And it's not something you tell everybody because it sounds like you're showing off. But for me, at that point, I'd left school at 16. To discover at 18 that I wasn't stupid, because that was something that I'd been saying. Again, I don't know whether you've watched any of the other videos, but I was dyslexic. So, and I wasn't diagnosed or wasn't given that label at school because I could read or write. So I left school at 16 thinking, you're stupid, just get a job, work hard, work your way up. And then when I was working, it wasn't working. I wasn't proving myself. I just thought I can't speak, I can't express myself, but that's okay. I'll get another qualification. And the Mensa, the IQ test, was really important to me. It really helped me to understand why I was feeling so frustrated with my life and my current situation at the time, and why I was getting so bored. And that test triggered doing all the night school and the studies that I did. So the Mensa thing was really important. But anyway, I digress. So I said to this girl that I was going to a Mensa event and thought nothing more of it. And then the next week she said, oh, I was talking to your manager and I told him that you were going to a Mensa event. And I said, oh, really? What did he say? And she said that he said, of all the people in the world, Joanne is the last person I would expect to be in Mensa. Yay, thank you for that. And he was my boss. He was the person that was seeing me work every day. And I thought, as I say, at that point, I hadn't gone and done loads of qualifications. I thought that by working hard and doing the work and showing up, that I was showing that I was capable of the work. And in a way showing that I was bright enough to do the work. But clearly, of all the people in all the world, he thought that I would be the last person who would be bright enough, intelligence, the IQ side of things, to get into Mensa. So I tell you that because, well, part of me finds it funny now. I don't think I was destined to work for anybody. I think I was destined to work for myself, which is something else completely. I did blame myself. I didn't say, oh, he's stupid. I said, I haven't communicated. I haven't said, you know, I haven't got the qualifications, or I haven't said that I'm capable enough. And it didn't feel at the time to be poor me. And sometimes when I say things now, it doesn't feel like poor me, like I want sympathy. It's more of a matter of fact of, I'm not very good at that. Move on. Let's try something else. So I wanted you to understand the experience as I feel it about blaming yourself, because you may be hearing from other people about this poor me and blaming yourself, and that may not resonate with you, and I want you to have a different language for it. That if you're thinking, I'm just not very good at speaking and I'll get another qualification, or I'll just work harder, or I'll just focus on writing emails and working from home and communicating like that, you need to be learning about speaking. So learn about the speaking, because you're going to set yourself free. The world is so much bigger and there's so many more opportunities for you, and every little bit that you learn, you're going to open another door and then open another door, and you're going to be so glad that you did. So I shall speak to you soon. Bye.